Hi, I'm Kinley, and this is my story. My parents split when I was 1. My mom raised me in religion, and as a child, I believed that God was a tyrant, ready to send me to hell for any act of disobedience. And Jesus would save me if I prayed and obeyed. My dad and my madre, my stepmom, they were the complete opposite. They taught me to put my faith in science and not confine myself to one belief system. My parents had completely different visions of who I should be, and this left me deeply confused about faith and life. At 16, I wanted no part of God, and I slowly fell away from the church. By the time I was 18, I was a passionate, self-proclaimed atheist on my college campus. I was also suffering from depression and on several medications. By my 3rd year in college, I was heavy into the party lifestyle, and so was my boyfriend at the time. My irresponsibility led to an unplanned pregnancy, and I explored my options and decided to have an abortion. This was much more gruesome and a painful process than I expected, and I found myself grieving over the decision that I had made. As I began to emotionally recover, I thought that if God by chance existed, He definitely hated me. I prioritized school and I studied, but when I took a break for the weekend, I went all out. I would pretty much do anything for temporary gratification. A dopamine hit, even if it was just short-lived and resulted in shame. At that time, I was in a polyamorous relationship with my then boyfriend. We lived together and we dated other women. I thought that I had everything that I wanted. I was in med school, passing grades. My family dynamic at home was healing, and I thought I was in a relationship that would last. But in my moments alone, I had no idea who I was or what I wanted outside of my career. I was so lost and depressed. My mind just constantly raced with things that I wished that I could take back, things that I wish that I didn't do, and I felt disgusting and worthless. My world fell apart when my then boyfriend and I broke up. It devastated me. I was smoking a cigarette and contemplating methods by which I could end my own life when I heard a voice say, "Put down your cigarettes and in 7 days, I'm gonna do something." I knew that this was not my voice. Was I going crazy, or did God just speak to me? In my heart, I knew that if God showed up, I would give in and I would give Him my life. But if He didn't show up, then I would be done searching for once and for all. On the 7th day at 11:24 p.m., I became enraged. I walked around my apartment yelling and cussing at God, saying stuff like, "You probably aren't even real. If you are just gonna send me to hell, just send me already." And in that moment, I fell to my knees in complete and total desperation. When I opened my eyes, the darkness yielded, the colors in the room became brighter, and a presence that I had never felt before, a power, I can't explain it with words, entered the room, and I heard Jesus is God, and I knew He was there. I remember thinking, "Oh no, I'm in trouble. I'm sorry for cussing at you. I didn't think that you were real." And I took a deep breath, and it was the deepest breath I've ever breathed. I felt a wind come over the inside and outside of my body, from the bottom of my feet to the top of my head. I was filled with complete, pure love and joy. The missing part of me had been filled, and that night I gave the Lord my life. Over the next few months, the Lord delivered me and changed the desires of my heart. It was a journey of unlearning and relearning who I was made to be. One of the areas where Jesus wanted to bring freedom into my life was the area of relationships, because for so long I had gotten my identity in relationships, and now I had that in Jesus. After 6 months of attending the Vineyard, I went to a young adult lunch after church. That's the day that I met Ronnie. We became really good friends, doing small group together, bumping into each other at the gym, and hanging out. As our friendship grew, we continued to have deep conversations. Ronnie's full acceptance of me, knowing the painful details of my past, I know this was the man that I could spend the rest of my life with. The Lord showed me who He is. He is a good, good Father. He turned it all around for good. God took me unto Himself when I was broken, suicidal, and hopeless, and He healed me. He restored me into relationship with Him. He restored my identity. He restored my purpose, reminding me that I am now His righteous daughter.